she's opening it up so that we can read the comments. We will not be able to do the most things that we usually do. And everybody's probably still on the other live waiting for us right now.
Yeah, it doesn't show your...
No, it's 40-second delay or something.
Normally I pause it just so it doesn't play.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Because I know.
Once it starts. Hopefully, we're doing okay on the stream here because I got to move over here so you get some light. Or you can move closer.
No, I like the ambiance.
You like the ambiance? Yeah, it's obviously pretty dark because we don't have much in the way of lights, and
yeah, we lost power. That's why we don't have our like live streaming.
yeah, this isn't our normal stream,
We're on
obviously.
our phones, but we
Yep.
were like, okay, we still wanted to come to you guys and like chat and all, but
Yep.
we're doing it in a.
So we are in the eye of the storm. I'm gonna see if I can.
Power out, yeah, 9:05. Literally actually, I'm pretty sure it went out a little bit before 9:05 because I remember telling Michael, I'm like, hey, the power's out, and he's like, oh great.
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes before our stream,
Yeah.
all of a
It
sudden the
was
power
right
goes
before-
out.
Yeah, it was right before the live.
Yeah, let us know how the weather's doing in other parts of the country. Oh, we just got another extreme warning.
I think
And-
it's the national. Wait, what is it called? The
Yeah,
national.
the national alert.
Relief. They
So,
text me more than him.
oh,
They message me so much
well, they love you.
with,
They love you.
with their red alerts, letting me know that it's raining.
Yeah, it's a little crazy again. We were outside of the black area on the map where it's the worst of the worst. That was this morning, but now we're going right back into it. So.
Yeah.
And right now, even though it's absolutely crazy, there's somebody doing laundry right now at the well on the other side of this window.
I love that. I kind of respect that because you're already getting wet, so it's like you don't even have to really like worry about like getting more water to rinse. You can just hold it up. It's really windy though, so I wouldn't recommend that. Is anybody like down south?
Yeah, there's people commenting like crazy what's going on in their areas.
Can you
'Cause
guys?
you
Yeah.
got people that are saying they're flooded in Cebu.
Cebu's
Somebody on
flooded?
a station
Oh, we know somebody there. Hopefully
is
they're okay.
leaking. Yeah, we know somebody in Mac 10.
That's why I can't call my family in Iloilo. I did have somebody who was messaging me last night telling me how like the wind was super strong at that time, and the power was out and it came back on. But I'm sure it's like raining as well. I haven't had any updates for it. Station 3, Boracay's flooded second floor apartment. Wait, what? Your second floor apartment is flooded?
Flooding, I think.
Flooded. That's see, and it's crazy. Like we're in Tembisan, okay? So it's raining.
It's low level here though too.
But we haven't really. We had a little bit of flooding in the backyard, but nothing where it would like come up to like our floor, our space.
Speak loud if you're gonna go back there.
From rain leaking in. Oh, rain leaking in.
Oh
That's
yeah.
crazy. Okay, that's fair. We haven't had any leaks yet.
When we first moved
Not
here, that
really.
was our issue too.
Yeah, but I think we had that sorted out like immediately because one of the bedroom, like his office actually, was flooded or not flooded but leaking.
Yeah.
And so we had
What was
that.
the latest you read? 72 deaths, right? And 14
Yeah. So right now it's up to 72 deaths and 14 people are missing.
missing. That was a couple hours ago too.
Yeah, that like I'm sure they'll update it and it'll be like that's terrifying because it's like the full storm hadn't even kind of impacted yet, And now like the storm, like the brood of it, I think is starting to kind of, it's like on top of the Philippines right now, I believe, right? So everywhere is kind of getting it. Hello, I hope all of you guys are good, like safe if you're in the Philippines. If you're not in the Philippines, I hope you're doing well. If you have family in the Philippines, I hope they're well as well. A lot of well wishes.
Yeah, exactly. So far, damage-wise here, we don't have a lot except for trees. Well, one tree is missing its entire top, I guess you call it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of our like.
And a lot of
palm
little
trees is
branches and
not-
stuff have been broken off.
Laura. We have both the cats with us.
And they're a little freaked out right now, the
yeah,
cats.
they're okay, but they've been like He hates me. He's looking at you, being like, "Can you take me away from her?"
It's okay, Bora. It'll be all right. Anyway, so yeah, it's just a little crazy right now, but that's about it. I had all my notes on this phone, and I can't use this phone right now because we're broadcasting
you
from
guys
it.
have, if you're in like,
So let's still do everything that we were going to do, which was a recap of everything that was supposed to be going on. I know people were wondering, still nothing on our bank accounts yet, but we do have some movement. The bank is working with us.
yeah,
So we've got a bonus there right now that they're actually willing to start sending stuff to us. So that's a win. Can you see outside? Yeah, we're in the window right now. So
this is our only light. That's why,
Yeah.
and we have like a little thing.
there's a building in front of us, so it's hard to.
Ooh, yeah, really.
Yeah.
But basically, it's gray. The windows are wet. The winds, like the trees, are swaying. That is the best description that we can give.
Yeah, and the flooding is actually pretty good because for us, where we are, it drains away pretty quick. As soon as it slows down slightly, it's like it
Yeah.
all just disappears, which has been, pretty amazing. We weren't sure how this house would handle it because we haven't been here for one of these. The last one that we were in Cebu or in Bohol at the time, they got a pretty heavy rainfall for that one, but they weren't anywhere near what we're in now.
Right.
Yeah. We were putting bathing suits on, ready to go run to the lake. So, see it goes.
No, I was just looking at the cats playing. Sorry,
Oh.
I get
Yeah,
distracted.
ADHD.
Shout out from Majars. Where is that? Stay safe watching from
Majars?
Toronto. Hello.
Hello from Toronto.
No, we're using our solar light. And the window. Because
Yep.
even though it's very cloudy, like there's still a bit of light that reflects off the clouds, and so we have that little bit that's kind of giving us a little thing. But yeah, otherwise we don't have power, so
Yeah.
it's gonna get hot, but not that hot because it's super rainy.
Wow, it's getting humid. But because we can't open the windows, obviously, it would be because it's blowing sideways. It would flood in here pretty good. We don't have any of the solar panel lights because we had no sun for a couple days, and we had to bring them all in. As one of our subscribers had pointed out, who lives in Australia, he's like, little light things are all going to fly through the air. So to go and pick up everything small in your backyard that can be flown around,
Yeah.
and chairs and stuff like that, because they can aim for the windows, right? So you don't want anything that can be thrown around and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
strong winds and rains here in Manila. Yeah, that if you look, we had posted it on the other one, and I can't post here unfortunately, but it's massive. This black area, and it's just so big. It's so huge right now that it's moving so slowly because it's so huge that, yeah.
It's taking its time.
Gonna take its time.
Which is the word.
And I believe tomorrow it'll be, when it narrows and it starts to move up to like Subic area and, that whole Kapanga and, it's all of Luzon really. And it's going to be probably pretty terrifying. But the funny thing was, is the projection did not have us in it like this. It had us getting,
Like
all the
tails
rain
of
that
it.
draws up into it, but it didn't have this. And now all of a sudden it's massive. We are on Boracay, by the way. We're not in Iloilo yet.
No, we're not in Iloilo yet. So we're not like 100% sure how crazy it is. But here in Boracay, it's raining. And since we're in Tembisad, we don't get to see what like the stations look like or like the main road where White Beach is. But it's still pretty wet here.
Okay, how about something outside of the weather? You know what they say, right? Like, everybody always talks about the weather, but it's kind of boring. Do younger Filipinos like older Filipinos in the Philippines, or older foreigners in the Philippines? Wow.
No.
Yeah, no, that never happens. She's being sarcastic.
Yes.
She's being sarcastic.
I would have no idea actually. How would I know?
Yeah, that's
Kidding,
true.
Kidding.
Yeah,
kidding.
not all,
No,
obviously.
don't expect to go into a college if you're an older man and be
Yeah.
like, and have like the whole school be like, thank you for being here. You know?
No, that's true. Any younger generation are raised differently. They're raised on social media and stuff like that, as opposed to, I don't know. I think it came from when you had a large family and everybody has to support that family. It was about finding somebody that was super stable. Where in North America, for example, a younger person might date somebody just because of their attractiveness, but they could have like no job, and it's okay, right? And because it wasn't about stability, it wasn't about income or anything or being safe and paying the bills. It was just about partying and stuff like that. And they'll worry about that when they turn 40 type thing. And so that's the Western world where there's a lot of those values have shifted to just partying and having fun and not caring so much about the person having a great job. And because they weren't supporting their family, the family is literally baby boomers with lots of money, and you know, the kids are barely having to work themselves. So you're going to find, you know, that's going to move across the world. I feel like it changes everything.
Well, unrelated because I'm from the Western. And
Yeah, well, but you weren't typical though.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Definitely not. Definitely not. I want to sit on the table or something.
You can make a business there, like poultry or pigs. Well, we can't yet. We're still tourists.
You need, and even when you have like a working visa or whatever, don't you need
A little closer.
don't you still need licenses for like having live animals and farming? Like you can't just suddenly have pigs.
As a Filipino, you could.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can do all that stuff.
Yes,
Yeah, no, but as foreigners, they restrict like fishing and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot you cannot do.
There's a lot you can't do, yeah. Senza says, if I'm older male USA, where would I start to find young Filipinas? You know, honestly, I gotta tell you, like, I'm not young chicken, and I went to, we've been to a lot of places, and the place I got hit on a absolute most was Cebu I-2 Park.
Yo,
Just
yeah.
walking,
He was telling me
sitting.
stories. But when I
Wow.
was with him, nothing. Which I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I want to feel like you like my man. Thank you. Like I have good taste, don't I? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
appreciate the man while with the one who like picked him. You know.
Yeah.
But,
And so I got to talk with several expats that were living now in the IT Park area, or at least spent the last several months in the IT Park. And they had told me the same sort of thing, that this place is unbelievable. You can literally just walk around and girls will just smile at you, wink at you. That's their way of hitting on you, essentially, is trying to make
the
eye
first
contact. Yeah, make the first move sort of thing.
Because-
So that all you have to do is say hi, and they're like, oh, hi, and then they're, what's your name? And it just starts right away. So honestly, that seems to be Cebu IT Park. In my opinion, like we've been to Angeles City and all these other places.
I got just kidding.
Right.
It wasn't hit on. I was appreciated more for
Yeah,
being
exactly.
there.
And it's different, obviously, a bar girl from just like in Cebu IT Park. Often those aren't bar girls. Those are employed, working
For the most part.
girls. Yeah, like a lot of them work in these towers where they're well dressed. Like not when I say well dressed, I mean like business attire. That many of them had badges, like when they walk by, you know, some company badge they worked at. And I didn't even go out that often without her. So it was a little strange to
Yeah,
me
it's only when I
how
like-
quick that really happened. So that would be our suggestion. Cebu IT Park for sure. And thank you very much for the super chat. We appreciate it. We're
Yeah.
using data now, so for this live as opposed to using Wi-Fi.
I guess we're saving money on electricity though.
Yeah, we're saving money on electricity. Yeah, that's true. Although when it comes back, we recharge everything we're using right now. But yeah, it's
So Cebu
Okay.
girls nicer than Filipinas. Well, Cebu girls are Filipinas, so
talk
that's.
to the camera though.
Well, Cebu girls are Filipinas, so they're kind of
Yeah,
hand in
I think you
hand.
probably meant other
Girls in
Filipinos.
Cebu, I guess.
Yeah.
Find yourself a hot girl here. No, please don't. Please don't click that, guys. I trust you. You will not find a hot girl.
Yeah, if you see anything that's Spanish, we have no way.
I'm not
and-
a moderator, so I can't even do it.
Yeah, sorry about that. And I don't think Pauline is in the chat. I did make somebody else a moderator last time,
Eric, but
Eric, and I don't think Eric's in the chat either,
I think
so.
I can also go on our YouTube though at the same time.
Oh, yeah, you can
And
switch it.
then- Yeah.
Okay, we're
Give
gonna.
me a second. Just give
So
me a second.
anyway, ignore the spam, obviously. Nobody's going to give you $1 million on this channel, and,
There are no hot girls. Waiting
no,
for
no
you.
free hot
No,
girl.
there's
Nothing's
no-
free in this world.
There's no
so.
girls, like hot girls 5 minutes away. That's the rule.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
Ignore
5
the
minutes
spam.
away. No.
Do you know when the eye of this typhoon will cross? Yeah, in the next couple hours, I believe by 2 to 3 o'clock, it will start to shift up. And through Saturday night to Sunday, Luzon and actually even into Monday, Luzon is pretty much going to get the brunt of this.
Well, they're flooding in Murray River, South Australia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was so surprised though because I was like when the typhoon first came out and everything, I didn't realize Mindanao was getting it so badly. But it makes sense because where is the storm pulling from, right? And so I can't believe that's so scary that they got so much flooding and everything and like tons of farmland and stuff as well, which could that's unstable. So landslides, I'm actually really terrified of landslides. Like I don't think we can really get any in Boracay, at least not near like the forest area. But still, like eventually in Iloilo, I don't know, like landslides, those are devastating. Those are scarier. Because at least with flooding, usually, like if it's a flash flood, you don't have time for anything. But usually with floods, you kind of have time. But like with landslides and like flash floods, freaks me out.
Roy, so he said, get a trusted third party like Bianca's relatives for a business as a dummy. Nothing against those family members, but we've only met them twice, so in our whole lives. So we would know who to choose, who would be good with finance and stuff.
And yeah, and we don't
their
want
name is on it.
We don't want
And
one
also,
private
you can't,
lawyer.
it's illegal to even volunteer as a tourist. So she's gonna get her citizenship. It won't be, yeah, it'll take time, but it'll be fine. I don't know if we want pigs and stuff like that. If she did, she'd want it just for,
It'd be for my mom, okay, guys. The
Yeah.
retirement plan. Okay, this is my life goal right now, is to make enough so I can buy a lot that's big enough for us and my mom, and then in the middle, so like one side has a house, the other side has a house, and then in the middle there's a little farm for my mom, and then
Right.
I can like pet the animals, but my mom will be the one who.
that is a requirement. She has to be able to pet.
If I can't pet the animals, we cannot have a farm. That's what I told my mother.
Yeah, lots of bar girls on the edge of the city, and yes, there's nothing wrong with the girls in Manila either. I'm not saying it isn't. I got hit on plenty in Manila also, but they were bar girls. So,
It's their job to hit on you at that
yeah,
point.
yeah. And lady boys, you get a lot of them in Manila too. But I just meant like if you were looking for somebody that is not looking for a transaction, from my experience, that's all I'm saying is just walking around CBIT Park, it was, wait, what? Is this actually happening? Like average people, girls are just winking at me and smiling and trying to say hello, and it just never happens to me. It just never happens.
It's crazy because like in Canada, I would never make the first move or anything.
Oh yeah, no. Girls
I
don't,
mean,
girls
like
don't do that.
it's just if I had a crush on somebody, I would probably look even like more like I hated them. There's literally a meme that's like, which is so bad. Guys, I know how bad it is. But like when you see your crush, you don't smile. Like when you see someone you don't like, you smile, or like not a crush, right? You're like friends with them. You're like, hi, nice to see you. And then if you see your crush, you're like, don't look. That's my issue. That has always been my issue. That's why I have singles for so long. Anyways.
The Gigantes Islands, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. In one of the doors are making noise over here. In Iloilo area, we will be going only when we move there. When we were down there, our goal was, yeah, we checked the downtown, all these other things. We weren't looking at like the vacation resort parts of it all. That island, we've seen it online, absolutely gorgeous, and it is on our list, just to be very clear, but when we're living there. right? Then we can go and enjoy these awesome beaches and islands and stuff like that. And so you will see the vlog, but you haven't seen it yet because that was our priority. Is it a place we wanted to live? Once we figured that out, then we worked on just figuring out where we wanted to live.
Yeah, we weren't touring it.
Yeah.
We were strictly
Less
like
tourist
scoping
stuff.
it. Scoping it out. I can't see the chat.
Yeah, smiling during the storm. We're becoming more Filipino by the day. That's true. It's true. We were like gonna put our bathing suits on and just go wander around out here. It's not dangerous, by the way. I guess if a branch broke or something, or a coconut fell from a tree.
Oh, that's probably.
That's pretty dangerous.
That's probably our biggest concern right now, but we're also in like the best part of the storm.
Yeah, but the thing about these kind of things is flash floods can happen, but the wind gusts all of a sudden could get massive, right? But I'm pretty sure we're going to be limited around 45 knots, which is crazy, but not going to throw a human being.
45 knots.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that is because I don't know knots, but it sounds like it should be that high. I don't know why.
Cat in the Hat says, "Hey guys, Vivian has been in contact with her family, but how's the storm where you are?" So it's getting it's unusual because of the gusting. We go through, oh my God, like the world is ending, to then you get this quiet, and we're kind of in the eye right now, right? Like, but then we kind of go to the edge, and then we go back to the eye, and so it's really, really hard to tell people what's exactly going on. Tons of rain.
It's like changing every few minutes.
Yeah.
So we'll go from like it's storming hard, the winds are howling, to like right now. Okay, the winds are kind of howling, but the rain isn't as bad. So we don't have any like flooding in our backyard right now. At least I don't think there is. But yeah, then we'll see. Like it was pretty quiet like an hour ago, or like at 8 o'clock. It wasn't bad, and we have electricity. So it's kind of like play by play almost, minute by minute.
Christian says, just make a profile on OkCupid. If you're looking for a relationship, you will find one. So interesting, because that's one I used in Canada once upon a time back in the day, which was a Wednesday.
Did it work?
Well, I got dates, and I had longer term relationships.
Okay, chat guys, don't.
No, well, I'm just saying, like I had more than just like I never did one night stand. So like I had relationships from it.
That's good. That's good. It's nice when online dating works, because a lot of the time.
Sam, you keep getting blocked by YouTube, by the way.
You can just allow.
Yeah, I know. Horny as fuck, though. Should I? Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Just letting you know, it's not us holding your messages. That's YouTube holding your messages, Sam.
Hey, Kai, you're looking.
Yes, our building's brand new. It's all concrete. It does have a metal roof, though, so technically, if the wind gust got big enough, it could go. Certainly.
The cats are kind
and
of.
And then the
like
rain could come down.
There. The cats are so restless because usually they play outside, and they haven't been able to play outside at all. So now they're just like, "What can we do?"
You are on the edge right now. The eye is near Lucena. Oh, okay, there you go.
I figured if it was raining, like that can't be eye-ish.
No, when we had total silence, like earlier today,
that's probably what
we knew we were in the eye then. Where, oh, there it goes. Now we're getting some wind gusts. I know people are asking, can we show outside? I'll try.
You can open the window.
I'll try.
If you want.
See, it's hard to see from our trees because they're not as bad, but.
Oh, not this window.
Yeah, let's not open the windows. It's okay. Might not close again. But yeah, it's just gusting. So I don't know what you guys could have saw. By the way, I couldn't tell.
It's blurry, yeah. It's Bora.
All right, but and as soon as I turn the camera around, now the wind just goes crazy. We have look at all the bananas. Okay, I'll try to show you the bananas. Oh, look at that, the wind stopped as soon as I turned it around. You can see our bananas?
Those bananas look good. I hope they fall and I can eat some of them. That's the only thing that should break off the tree.
I don't know how easy that was to see. But yeah, she's talking about eating all the bananas, and I'm trying to...
I'm pretty sure they can hear, because usually when I'm cooking, I'm standing like this far away.
Yeah, but it was facing that way. That's all I'm saying.
You're welcome. I just saved his life, guys. I didn't even see it.
Sam, you're going a little too much. I can't do anything about unlocking all of them. We don't want to become the Sexpat channel or anything, you know? No offense. We just have to maintain some kind of balance.
Yeah, let's keep it a low PG, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
We're on a typhoon.
45 knots is about 52 miles per hour.
I don't know miles either, guys. Canadian. Right here. Come on. Kilometers.
Really?
I wouldn't know miles or kilometers. Either.
It's about 110.
Okay, that's fast in a
110
car.
kilometers an
In
hour.
a car, I can tell how fast it is because when you're doing 110 on the highway, you're going places. So.
Oh, GamerWit says we are off the Typhoon Wrath for the next 2 to 3 hours. Well, could they put our electricity back on? That would be fantastic.
Yeah, like it is getting quieter too.
Usually they'll put it back on once they see, okay, we're
Yeah.
out of the heart of the danger.
Yeah.
But
Unless something like really damaged, like if something gets damaged badly enough, then it'll take longer.
hello, Cheryl. Hello.
Uh,
Yeah, we were, we have a subscriber in town. We were supposed to go out last night to a place we never even heard of. That was going to be fun. And then today, we were supposed to go and do this, we got to view this whole Mega World thing. And, sorry, I keep locking the light from you. Because I don't know if you know, there's this whole area here called New Coast that is like you're on Boracay, but you feel like you're not on Boracay. And it's all empty plots and then a bunch of condos and then a whole bunch of hotels and beach stuff and everything. Anyway, so we got invited to this thing, but because of this, it's all been postponed. So
Yeah.
maybe next weekend.
when the weather is better.
Yeah, when the weather is better, exactly. Yeah, so everything keeps getting pushed off. We'll see. We were invited out again tonight with a subscriber that's visiting from Iloilo.
I have a feeling.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it gets quiet, like if it's like this, that's not too bad. It's like a
If
typical.
trikes are moving,
Yeah. Oh, that's true. And the port isn't on our side.
well,
so
it was supposed to be this morning, but
it was supposed
I don't
to be,
think
but I
there's
doubt
any
it.
boats right now.
Yeah, they even closed the ferries last night at 6 p.m.
Yeah, and they canceled all ferries to every other island. They only kept Boracay open, but you wanted to Romblon, anything, they were all canceled.
Yeah. So that I wonder if it's changed. I wonder how like bad the water is. Because we don't get to see the beach from
No,
our
we're 2
house,
minutes from the beach. Yeah.
But it would be cool to see how much like waves are going, flowing. Good morning, Pauline. Good morning.
Hey, look at that, our moderator's
You
there.
too, Pauline.
You
and
missed
your
out.
family.
You missed out, Pauline. But they'll be back because she only put them on timeout. So hang in there.
Yeah, in 300 seconds. There's probably going to be a bot that will
Yeah.
say that they're sexy women.
Yes, that's
There
right.
are no sexy women. No sexy women.
Pauline, where is the best place for a foreigner to come and meet girls? Somebody had asked that. I know BGC would be a good one, probably.
It's
But
expensive. That's
it depends what kind of girls they're looking for.
Yeah.
But looking for love, I think he said, or something. So there you go, like a real relationship. Hello from, I missed it there. When are you guys moving to Iloilo? December 1st.
December.
So we got a month left. And hi from the 416. Hello, Cheryl.
Oh, hello.
Shout out.
No.
Toronto Blue Jays, right there. Boom. We were 905 though. And 519.
Yeah.
Gust right now is only 34 kilometers. I can't double check you. Everything's in knots, not in kilometers on our the Windy app. So if it's 35 knots, that's entirely different than 35 kilometers, obviously.
Yeah, because then it's double. Because somebody said 1 knot is 1.8 kilometers. So per
There you
hour.
go. Yeah.
So
So
it's
anyway,
almost double.
so yeah, I don't know. It's gusting. It's not constant anymore. And I have my phone now being used, so I can't confirm you. So I'll just go off of that. I was just using the Windy app before we were on live.
You can check it now if you want. You can show it up. I have Fahrenheit. I don't know why.
Why is yours not full screen? Oh, there.
Did you click it? Oh, that's precipitation. That's
Oh.
precips. Okay. Wind speed? Or
Well,
wind
what-
gusts?
yeah, what gust?
So yeah, it's cooling down a little bit. We're doing alright.
So right now, 40 to 50 miles per hour, it says. So do that math on there. It's 40% higher than that. So it's about 60, 70 kilometers an hour right now.
What is a swell?
That's a water swell. Yeah, so the waves are 7 feet right now. 7.1 feet. Meters. Feet. Sorry,
feet.
7.1 feet. There
That's
you go.
crazy.
There you go. I need to chat back. Have a chat back.
Good. Looking.
Oh, yeah.
You want to show that?
All right, yeah. If you're wondering how big this thing is, look at that. Look at the size of that thing.
That's what she said. Sorry. That's really.
You gotta remember you're not on your Twitch, eh? With a bunch of 20-year-olds.
That's what. I'm sorry. Hey, have you seen The Office? Literally, Steve Carell was the OG one who said that's what she said. That's literally, and he was a boss or a manager of a company. So I just learned from him.
Bet. Yeah, I'm leaving those to Pauline. The eye of the storm is quiet. Yeah. No, exactly. I grew up in the 519 and now live in the 905. Hello, Mike. Hello.
Respect. I respect that.
Sorry about the Blue Jays, Bianca.
I haven't paid attention
She
to
just
that
likes
much,
the outfit, to
unfortunately.
be honest.
I'm sorry.
She likes the shirt.
I used to, when I played baseball, I was all about it, but I haven't, like, we don't even have a TV really, so, like, we're kind of behind on Canadian news.
Gamer Wits, yes, we looked really deep into the whole flooding of Iloilo. Back in 2008, they had a typhoon that flooded the whole city. It was just incredible. So the city spent a fortune building all of these floodplains and flood ponds and everything else. And to date, no matter what storm, they have not yet been flooded again. So far so good. Their plan has worked, and that's a great thing, obviously. So we looked into it, but also we are very far from the water. That was kind of one of the downfalls is all the nice subdivisions are on the north side of the city.
They're just the flatlands.
Yeah, and so we're further higher up elevation wise and far enough away from the water that rain really is all we had to worry about. And because our property is raised, we should be good. So it does look good for us. I never say never though, right? Isn't that what they say? Hello, Bakersfield, California. I wish I had all my notes. I had lots of notes, by the way, and they're all on my phone.
But this is just spontaneous because obviously we don't have power or anything, so it's definitely not the same format as our usual lives.
Yeah, we got no microphones, sitting down, relaxed. We're standing up in our kitchen in the window so that we have some light here.
Hello, stop jumping on the seat.
Somebody says we're drama queens. 50-mile-an-hour winds is normal for them where they live.
Where is that?
I guess your trees don't have any leaves left. But either way, I'm not trying to be a drama queen. I'm just saying, like, you want to look, you get red alerts nonstop on your phone all day long. So who's the drama queen? The government of the Philippines? Anyway, what am I bothering for? So, yeah.
Do you ever find him staring at all the hot Filipinas? Well, I'm the hot Filipina.
She is the hot Filipina.
The half Filipina.
Just to be
so
clear.
Even if
honestly,
he did,
she's
I'm
staring.
at. Yeah, I was like, wait, we're both staring. I feel
I
like
should go further back, and you should go up.
I was wondering why don't we trade?
But now you're even worse.
What do you mean?
If I tilt it, and then I go back.
No, it's okay.
It's hard to get both of us in the camera, and a lot of people don't realize. I'm sorry, now I've screwed up the camera. A lot of people don't realize my height. And then we meet them in real person, and they go, oh my God, I didn't realize you were so tall.
Oh, they're out. Okay, Jays are out of the.
Oh, the Jays are out.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, they had 2 good years. Win World Series.
It's a no skirt day. Windy day, because it's windy. That's fair. Honestly, that's so true. Because whenever I worked, like in Jesus.
I know, you're really not in it.
Well, okay, so I have to stand far back to talk, but then.
I know.
Anyways, perfect time to go surfing. I don't actually know how to surf.
Yeah.
Do you?
Kite surfing. Imagine
That
that.
would be cool. That would.
You'd kill yourself. Come on.
Well, it would be cool for 5 minutes then.
Yeah. All water sports are banned by the Coast Guard, though. You can't go out there.
It's only banned if you get caught.
True.
Just kidding. Please don't risk your life for.
Yeah, don't go out and do that stuff.
I mean,
I know somebody said this is a normal day for them, but
you saw. Yeah. So you stocked up on basic essentials yet? Food, water, batteries.
yeah, we have it all.
We do. We got a lot. I think you're also tilted a little bit.
Thank you.
We just got some water bottles as well because we didn't have, like we normally just use tap water because our tap water is actually good and doesn't give us the runs. Wait, is that what it's called? The runs? If you're.
Well, if you had flooding, that we have a well out here, by the way, a freshwater well.
Yeah.
But if the flooding gets higher, then all the garbage and dirt and everything would end up in the well, and you don't want that.
That's what I was explaining.
Yeah.
That's why we got water bottles because we
Yeah.
can't rely on our water in
Exactly.
case like the pipes break or something and we get disconnected or floods happen and you just don't trust the water anymore because it's not all filtered, all that good stuff. But yeah, we did a whole video about like
Our emergency
prepping
supplies,
of it.
yeah. We made sure we had enough food that we could feed our small neighborhood here.
Yeah, that was the biggest point for us. Wait, sorry. You can look at comments. That was the biggest point for us because we're like, well, we don't want to be the only ones who are like, okay, you know? And it's kind of important for us that everybody is taken care of. So we have tons of rice, like massive amount, like, I don't know how big they're big bags of rice. Big bags of rice. We got some canned food and like little bits of that. We have ramen because of course. And we have charcoal, so like we can cook the rice and everything if we don't have electricity, you know? So we have that all kind of like ready to go. And then we figured even like if we didn't need it before we moved, we would have just given the rice to them as like a Christmas present before we head out. So either way, they'll be good, at least for a while.
Cat in the Hat, yeah, we have been to Gamaris Island. We have a video on it. But we did not go to their nice white beaches. That's true. Again, same thing. We weren't going to be tourists to lay at a beach, right? That was kind of not our point of being in Iloilo and Gamaris and all that. But we did go to like the mountain resort. We did some walkthrough with the local area, stuff like that. And yeah, it was nice, but there was no mango products because it was long after.
Off season, yeah. So unfortunately, we didn't get no mangoes.
No.
But don't worry, we'll be in Iloilo, so on like their mango festival, double fisting mangoes. Guys, if I don't, again, this is my like PSA, if I don't have 2 mango products in my hand constantly, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. That's gonna be, that's my promise for the mango festival, okay, double fisting.
Yep. Barto, I'm sorry, I know it's boring for you, but feel free, there's a little X button, you don't have to watch. This is an emergency one basically, because we had a whole thing planned. We had notes and things that we were gonna show on the TV, but we have no electricity, so we're using our phone.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
I'm really sorry you're bored, but I don't understand why you'd comment you're bored, just leave.
Stressed out a little bit, guys.
Yeah, what can I say? Well, it's just weird that somebody would write and say, you guys are talking about nothing and you're wasting my time. What?
Yeah.
How am I wasting your time?
Yeah.
Do you like butterscotch? Hell yeah, she does.
We had, when we
I think
went,
that's why they're asking.
oh, yeah, of course, we loved it. It was so good, okay? If you guys don't know, when we were in Kalibo, we went to their oldest bake shop, and they gave us some butterscotch treats. So good. That, like, 10 out of 10. I wish I knew how to make those, because they were literally so good. But I think the cats want to go inside, so I'm like.
Pauline says one bridge is down in Antique. It's already bad there for sure.
Yeah, I heard it was flooding a little bit there.
My cousin's supposed to be flying in 2 hours from Kalibo to Antique, but now she won't go because there is no other way from the bridge. Oh no, yeah.
So people are like stranded. I know, okay, and it was also, the thing that blew my mind yesterday was that like, the fact that 2 days prior to yesterday, when we were in Kalibo, it was like a beautiful sunny day.
Yeah.
And then seeing the pictures yesterday of like the exact areas we were, like it was literally flooded in the like Pastorana Park, where they had the Ati-Atihan like opening salvo. that place was flooded as well on the roads, like in the pictures, and I was like, whoa, like that's
Yeah.
kind of, it's crazy.
It is.
But I hope everyone's okay there, because that's like such a downer thing,
I
you
know.
know?
I know. It's you know, like it's incredible, like what, especially flooding, what it has done to, and what it does to people's lives and everything. Like we know, like the government here is trying to stop people from building along the coastline now, without proper like building permits and structures and stuff like that.
Did I say that?
Yeah, they're chasing these little moth things that are flying around. So how tall are you guys? Average height of a Filipino man is 5'4".
I'm 5'3".
Yeah, 4.25 for girls. Or 5'4".
Isn't it?
25.
Wasn't it 4'10"?
4'10".
4'10". Okay.
Yeah. So I'm 6'4". She's 5'3".
I'm 5'3". And people don't realize he is, like, guys, I'm 5'3", okay? I'm taller, I'm almost the average size male Filipino. Okay? Like, I'm not that short.
You and Pauline are giants among
men.
Yeah. You could say that, I guess. But no, you're equal.
But he is actually 6'4", guys. He's tall. He's tall. People don't realize that. They're like, whoa.
Until they meet us in person.
Literally every time. At first, I thought it was just a fluke. Like, I thought, like, a couple people just had bad, like, perspectives. But no, every time people meet, like, subscribers meet, they're literally like, wow,
Yeah.
you're actually tall.
And Michael, no, probably the sound is bad, 100%. It's on a phone. This room has a ton of echo, but it's the only room because we have no electricity, so this is the only place where we have big windows and we could bring in natural light so that you can actually see us. So
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah, if you guys are expecting high quality right now, that's off the table.
Lorna just got her emergency alert while we were.
6'4" LeBron.
Yeah, so in basketball, I'd be the shortest guy in the world. So.
That's true. Y'all, do you remember when we were? No, it was when we were in Antique. Oh no. Laak. When we were in Laak, they were playing basketball. We found a dude playing basketball.
A Filipino,
taller than him.
taller than me.
Taller than him. And
Just like right there.
Our minds were blown because it was just like he was like the tallest guy in the whole like.
So yeah, if you look at the Laak videos, you'll see this guy beside me.
Wearing glasses, he's taller. Okay, and they're tall. They're tall. Like I know the video will make it seem like they're short, but they're tall.
Yeah. Hey, Christian is 6'5". There you go. Already beat.
Taller.
You know how it is though. When you go to places, you only for me, and I'm speaking as another person who's tall. When you go places, you actually notice the people taller than you. I really don't notice people's heights. I really don't until they're taller than me. Otherwise, I don't think anything of it. And for me, it's great because I can come out of a concert or a crowd or whatever and see over everyone's head.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like on my tip, like even
And
though
now
I'm
I'm in the
5'3".
Philippines, so.
Now, even though I'm 5'3", I'm still struggling. I'm fighting for my life to see at concerts. Okay, I'm still struggling out here. It's not nice. But you know what? Just some people are cooler than others. I'm not gonna name names.
By the way, has anybody been watching her Twitch? This week, every day, she's been dressing up as a different person.
Yeah. Oh, and then I've been editing photos.
Oh, she's so good, right?
I forget
So
what
if
it's
you
in.
guys have been watching, let us know in here. What do you think of her costume so far? She's doing one a day. Today is not a
Today's
day,
not
but
gonna be
tomorrow
the day.
probably.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna.
Assuming we have.
Assuming, okay. My plan was to do VR like horror movies, like so either be in VR and together we'll watch scary movies.
Nice.
But we're gonna have to see because I think it's gonna be just as bad tomorrow, or probably a little worse at least. So I don't know. Either way, I have been having fun. I love Halloween. That's why I've been doing it, and it's been a blast. Honestly, though, I'm kind of thinking like I'm probably gonna end up starting to wear costumes more often, like once in a while, like not
She loves
every day of
cosplay,
the
by the
week.
way.
But like I literally, guys, one of the days I painted my whole face green. I was literally a frog. I was literally just a frog. So that happened. And you can see
really
pictures
big
on
gusts
Instagram
right now. Sorry.
and everything. But yeah, you can see like a whole bunch of the banana leaves and stuff are just
Flying away.
on
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah. It's just big gusts that come and then it goes away. Yeah, so Pauline just got her emergency alert. Yeah, so you can see it's starting to move north. And
Wait, do you want to see? Wait, let's show them the text messages. I've gotten like 6 of
I
them.
don't know what she means. Text message from?
From the alerts.
Oh,
They
yeah,
literally
yeah.
sent you.
Yeah,
And
we've been getting alerts
We've
for
gotten 2 in like
2 this morning.
yeah. Guys, okay, this is look at them. Look at them.
These are all the government alerts. Yeah.
At this point, don't they get
We went from
like,
orange to red, and now we're in red.
Yeah, it started orange, red. And you know, I just feel appreciated that they're thinking of me, you know. Meanwhile, it's just like an emergency alert. But at least, you know what? The difference is those alert noises aren't as terrifying as the ones that are in Canada. Those like, it's, what are they for? It's like, yeah, it literally sounds like there's a nuclear war happening. Meanwhile, it's usually for like children abductions with like, okay,
Yeah.
guys, we're not trying to be like, don't
And
alert us.
99.9% of the time, it was, oh, never mind, the father took them and to
Yeah,
daycare.
it's usually like a custody battle where
Yeah.
you're like, you didn't need to tell
or
all
or
of
somebody didn't realize.
Yeah, but then a lot of the times as well as it like there'll be like one for like Ottawa, and you're like in Kitchener or something, and so you're like, I mean I'll keep an eye out, but I have a hard time believing that I'm gonna be any help, you know. But yeah, so it sucks. The like. I get it. Okay, guys, I'm not trying to say like don't alert if there's a child missing, but man, those alerts literally sound like you're dying. Like
They wake everyone up.
Yeah, and you'll get one at 3 in the
And
morning.
your do not disturbs have nothing to do with it.
No, yeah,
It breaks
there's
through.
nothing that can block them. You will get it, okay, and you'll probably get it a couple times because their system is a little funky as well.
But I get
So-
it. If it saves one child, sort of thing. I
Yeah,
get it.
obviously, like I'll take the lack of sleep, like less sleep.
But
if
yeah,
it means-
the alerts here are far less noisy, it's less piercing.
Like
Then
those
they are
terrifying. Like if
Yeah.
I had to hear like the Canadian alert for this every time I got a text message, man, I think I'd be like panic attacked, or like I'd be stressed out more than like I should be, you know? Because it's like it's quieting down and everything. It's
Yeah.
a little too quiet. But
Yeah, it is a little
imagine
weird.
getting like that. I would be like,
How is the internet here? On the island here, we pay $100 a month, which is extremely expensive, 125 Canadian,
well,
something
we
like
have the
130.
highest.
But yeah, we have 100 megabytes up, which we are down, which we don't get. We get like
Like 70.
60, 70.
Yeah.
And then, but we get 55, 60 upload, and that was our biggest thing. But it's, you know, my neighbors out there. It's, you know, like you would, in other parts of the country, it'd be $40.
Yeah.
So you
I was
overpay
checking
on
the
Boracay, but can't complain. 90%, 99% of the time it's up. It's all based on electricity because it is fiber. And we've only had small problems, and they've always worked on it. Sometimes it takes them a while, but we call them and they deal with it right away.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good at what they do.
How can you fit in an Asian or Philippine tricycle? Sometimes I don't. My head, I have to do this a lot because my head will, and if it hits a bump, boom. If it's metal,
that's really the
boom.
worst part for you. I have a great time, of course, but yeah, he definitely struggles. I should probably stop taking the back, because I always take the back just because it feels more freeing, like of a trike, right? Instead of like the inside capsule. He's always in there, like by himself, and I'm like, maybe we should switch, because I feel like there'd be more room. But either way, I enjoy the ride. And it's
So
cheaper.
yes, it is moving to Luzon. We actually thought, okay, oh no, here's another one. It's only going to hit the north. That was us a day ago. So then all of a sudden it started to get bigger and bigger, and now it included us, right? So it was
Yeah.
about yesterday afternoon that the weather started to include us. We actually thought we're going to get some rain because it draws, you know, the
Yeah.
wind and the rain draws up into the storm. But then all of a sudden they started including us onto everything.
Yeah, I thought it was more gonna be like the last typhoon where it really just hit Luzon
Yeah.
and kind of like missed it. Like we got rain.
And it
but
looks like
no-
it's going to still, because right now, if we are at the worst of it, we're good. Like,
Yeah, this isn't bad at all for us.
I don't have any wood to knock on, I don't think. No, everything's concrete. Everything is concrete, which is a good thing, but yeah, so knock on wood. We're looking good. Just don't have electricity, don't have any internet, but otherwise we're laughing. We're doing really well.
Yeah. The good thing is because it's so rainy, it's quite cold. So it's not like the humid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because usually when
Whoa.
usually when we lose electricity, we end up, it's like during the hottest time of the day, and so we're just sweating
Oh,
to death, and
yeah.
we can't do anything. Like, you're just like starfishing in bed, and you're like, please let this go. Like, please come back on. And that's when you really appreciate electricity and like air conditioning. But for now, I'm actually okay. Surprisingly, I'm okay.
Janine, no, we are on Boracay still. We moved to Iloilo December 1st.
Yeah. Hopefully they're doing good in Iloilo.
Yeah, Raphael says trying to get outside and take a bath out there while it's pouring just for fun. Exactly.
Sure.
We actually had our bathing suits on and everything when we were like, oh, I guess we can't go live. Maybe we'll go outside and go check this out.
Yeah.
But then we were like, wait a minute, we can go live on our phone. We'll just do it the
Yeah.
other way.
Because I was also curious to see how everybody else was doing,
Exactly.
especially like, obviously if you're not in the Philippines, I hope you're okay. But I know that South Australia is getting some. But yeah, so I was just curious, and it's like, it's nice to kind of check in, see how everyone is doing, and kind of kind of distract from it, but also like be around people who are like, you know, dealing with the same thing, because then it's more comfortable. Okay, if you feel alone, then it kind of
Yeah.
sucks a little bit more.
Get that light on you. How did you get it to you?
I'm okay.
You're in the
actually,
dark.
I'm good.
Sherwin, hello,
It's just
hello. Manny Pacquiao, he's retired as far as I know. I don't think he's fighting anymore. He
For president.
yeah, he ran for president, so yeah. Was it president?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What would be the average cost of electricity per month? We pay 10,000 pesos a month.
On Boracay though, I don't know if it's.
I
cheaper.
looked, the rate in Iloilo is around the same.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like 10 to 11 pesos per kilowatt, something like that, or per watt. I don't know how that works.
Usually solar is like god tier here. I think, right? Is solar good?
Yeah, well, obviously, if you don't have to pay electricity. Yeah, it takes a few years to pay, maybe even longer. I guess it depends. If you're, let's say for example, we're 125 Canadian a month, and, or sorry, that's 250. Yeah, it's $250 a month. So if solar's gonna cost you $10,000 for the battery system and all the panels and everything to not pay for electricity again, you can do the math. $250, how long to pay off $10,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are people that have $50,000, $60,000 setups too.
That's so cool.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's nice to have money.
Yeah, well, actually, we saw a popular YouTubers, and they don't even own the house, and they spent a great deal of money. They have, I want to say, 6 kilowatt per hour of solar with batteries, and they're in Siargao, and they are set. But I was like, wow, you don't even own that house. Because
But I guess if
they're
you
both
did the
foreigners, so
rental-
they can't own it.
Yeah, but if you do the rental for 50 years, I guess that's.
Yeah, if they did that. I don't know anything about their rent, but
Yeah, that's true.
but I was just surprised because that's a heck of an investment. Plus, where they are, they keep getting hit by typhoons, and so you can see all the trees are wiped out around them and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, I don't know how well solar panels do on your roof when massive
Right,
super
solar.
typhoons are constantly hitting them, and the sand must just sandblast them to death during those storms.
Oh.
So I was like surprised. Like if I were to put a solar system in and I was right on a beach, right on the water, and we always know about these typhoons a couple days ahead of time, right? And you know, during the storm, you just say, okay, I'm not gonna have any electricity, and you'd have some kind of like removable system, like levers that instead of bolts, you know, or something, levers that turn the bolts, and that you could quickly unlock, and two
like,
people,
move.
right? You could take them all down or take them out. Maybe you put them out on a platform instead of on your roof, and you put them into like a concrete bunker sort of thing. Get the storm past, put them all back out, and that way, if the power is gone for 2 months, like it's happened here in Boracay before, where it was 2 months without electricity,
Yeah.
well, you know, the initial storm is all you had to do is protect yourself from. So to me, it just seems like you'd want to hide all that during the storm, bring it back out the next day, and be good for whatever amount of time
Like
it
the
takes
same
to
how
rebuild.
it's like the same when they put like plywood on windows and stuff, or just like barriers on windows. You don't need to see outside because you know it's
You don't
storming.
need your windows.
But you want them to stay intact.
Oh, somebody sees the sun. Whoa! Where are you, Renzi?
I wonder if you could maybe like see it look after the clouds.
I can't. No, there's no sun. Yeah.
We know it's daytime though, because it got really dark really quick last night because it was the same like super overcast, and so it just went black. Like it was so dark, and I was like, wow, okay, it's only like 5.
Norm says there's no rain in Sydney for 3 days now. Listen, Norm, I have been absolutely addicted to your what's that show? It's called Sydney something. It's like the real estate.
Oh, the real estate house one.
Yeah, the real estate house one or whatever, and it's like a series. They have 3 seasons now, and it is addicting. And now I'm like, wow, Sydney is absolutely gorgeous. I have never been. I've been to Melbourne. I've been to Tasmania, but that's it for Australia. And I've never been to Sydney, but I was like, wow, $100 million homes are just like all over. Really gorgeous place. Anyway, no rain for 3 days. Must be nice. Rain and wind here in Mactan. Okay, Tim, good to know because our friend just moved there, and
hopefully
I was checking up on them last night to make sure they're doing good. Neb says just small weather update. Boracay is at the inner or outer ring of the typhoon.
Ned, what about Iloilo? How was Iloilo?
Yeah, either of those should be out. If we're in the inner ring or outer ring, just on the edge.
But if we're on the edge, oh yeah. It depends how big the ring is then. Because Iloilo's on the opposite side. Right there.
James says we rode out the thunderstorm the other night. The thunder was so loud it rattled the windows and the hair on my arms lifted. Whoa!
We didn't get any. I slept well, okay, but I'm also a heavy sleeper.
Yeah, well, we're not getting lightning and thunder.
Yeah, and so even with the winds, it wasn't even. I could sleep. I fell asleep. Because I like sleep. But yeah, I heard like there were some people who were just like the wind was so bad that it was like.
Exactly. Other than YouTube, what do you guys do all day? Don't you get bored? We actually do not because we actually don't get a lot of downtime. She streams not almost every day, but many days of the week, also for 4 hours straight.
Not always, sometimes.
Sorry,
4 hours.
correct it.
Not always 4 hours, but like.
Often 4 hours.
11
to 3 o'clock? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not always like that. Sometimes it's 2 hours, guys.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to.
2 to 4 hours. Sorry. And we do things almost every day because we put up a video pretty much every single day. So we go and do these things, which are more exciting than most people's lives, right? When you think about it, how many people do something 7 days a week? Something. And then it takes many hours of editing, stuff like that. We actually don't get much sleep. And honestly. It'd be very difficult to be bored in our lives.
We're really busy. I would like to be bored.
No, we have no electricity right now. No electricity and no internet.
That's why we're in the spooky kitchen.
Ever since about 10 minutes before we started the live, so an hour and a half now. You look like the actor in Game of Thrones.
The ancestral one?
Yeah, Jamie Lannister. I got both my
is.
hands. It's not me. Just saying.
The ancestral. It's a good one. All we need to get him is a white wig, and he can be the new one, the House of Targaryen. You could be one of them. I haven't watched it yet, so nobody say anything. I just know there are pretty white-haired men. Okay, don't say anything else. Daddy is my girl crush. Okay, so let's not even lie.
Balut John says I got 40 solar panels, 420 watts each. In Bakersfield with a swimming pool. Very nice.
That is very
nice setup. And then you got one of those big battery systems. Oh yeah, that'd be good. 10K for electricity should come with a massage and pedicure.
And a cooked meal. A cooked meal would
but
be nice.
we run air conditioning all the time. Right now we run 25 degrees, 28 degrees. But sometimes we run it at 23. 23 is kind of the lowest we ever run it at.
Yeah.
And it's a split aircon, like not the window one. We only run the window ones pretty rarely that we have in the 2 rooms. And it's still 10K. But she has a gaming PC, we have a lot of electronics, stuff like that. And so those actually take a lot of electricity as well. But yes, it is. It is more money than you would. I say that, but then I'm pretty sure my electricity bill in Canada was about $400 a month.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't pay those, so.
No, you did.
I didn't pay those.
Oh, that's funny.
So I wouldn't know. But I'm okay with that. I love not knowing about bills. I think that's probably like,
Yeah, I know a couple content creators that taken over 7 to 8 hours to put out 15 minutes of content. It's a
Yeah.
full-time job. Yeah,
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 people
we'll,
don't realize
we'll
that.
go out all day, right? And then you guys watch an 8-minute video or a 12-minute video or something like that, maybe 20 minutes of video. It's true. It's
And
true.
plus-
and it takes many, many hours to go through all those hours to whittle it
Yeah.
down to something that's, and we're not even that great at it. Some people are amazing at editing, right? Like we learn and get better, but yeah.
yeah, and plus like usually the heat is killer. As in like once you get out of the heat, you're like done for the day because you're just so hot and sweaty and like when we like even walking around like the stations or anything, that just
Oh,
takes you out.
Blue John, jealous. He has 2 Tesla batteries. Those are the best.
Wow. Okay.
That's the top tier stuff right
Okay,
there.
someone's out here flexing.
Yeah,
I see,
you're good.
I
You're
see,
good. You're
I
good.
see.
You're good for emergencies and
We're going to
everything.
Blue John's house.
Yeah, welcome, welcome.
Bakersfield, that's California though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nowhere near the ocean. But you got a lot of the
he has-
dust
he
balls
has a
out there.
swimming pool.
Yeah, I know, but how much you pay for water? That's what I want to know. Because getting water in Bakersfield, not the easiest thing. A lot of the farmers don't get water.
You know those dust balls, like the things that look like Wild
Oh.
West things, right?
Yeah, well, they also have dust tornadoes.
Oh, not yet. No, I just meant the balls that look like dead plants. Like you remember in
Yeah.
the cowboy movies that
Yeah.
people collect those and sell them on like Etsy and stuff for a
Good
good
for
amount of
you.
money. So if you're ever desperate, just start collecting those balls. You can sell them on Etsy. I watched the whole thing about it and it makes sense, but I was like, wow, incredible.
Irene, good morning, watching here from Pasig City. Are you
How is
stranded
it
here in the
now?
Philippines? Well, we're not stranded here in the Philippines. We moved here permanently. She's getting her
Yeah.
citizenship. We just, if you might be mistaken, just because we're stranded here as in we don't have any bank accounts and they tell us we have to go into Canada and walk into a branch for a while there. We now are working with us and they're sending us stuff. So that might have
Okay, yeah.
seemed like we were stranded because it was going to be $7,000 to fly back home. And we don't have access to our bank accounts to do that. So it felt that way for a little while, but we don't want to be anywhere else. We
No,
absolutely
yeah,
love
like,
the
we didn't really
Philippines.
want to have to go back to Canada.
Oh,
That's
come
why
on.
we're like, why would we?
Yeah.
Why would we?
Yeah, our budget's $1,200 a month that we live on. Like, can you imagine how long? That's 6 months of our cost of living just to go fix a bank account. Like that's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Not even our fault. Not even our fault.
No,
okay?
nothing to do with us. It's
Except
entirely
like
their
the
fault.
skimming, which is like, okay, I guess you could like kind of blame us, but that's kind of
No.
victim blaming, you know. But like, no, because like we got our card skimmed, so maybe that part's our fault.
Okay.
But I wouldn't. I'm just saying
Yeah.
you could. I'm not saying that people.
But the
are.
bank sending it to the wrong address is
Yeah,
not our fault.
No, like the main issue that was why our account got locked for even longer was not our fault. So yeah.
Have you been to Hawaii? And do you think it's better or worse than the Philippines? Financially, I'm sure better. I'm sure. I have not been to Hawaii, but I have friends that lived in Hawaii that all moved away from Hawaii because cost of living is absolutely incredibly high there. They said the homeless situation is just getting worse and worse.
Wow.
Crime level is really high. And so they all left for that reason, but I haven't been there personally, so I'm just sharing you antidote.
Antidotal.
Thank you. What other people have told me.
I haven't even heard of
But
that.
watching it on TV, and if you have a lot of money, apparently these resorts and everything, it looks absolutely gorgeous. What was that one show we used to watch that came out and they run a resort in Hawaii?
I have no idea. Yeah,
Oh, we watched the whole
I
thing. It
don't
was
remember.
hilarious.
I can't remember.
Remember the
show.
boss and
Yes,
everything?
Yes,
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. I can't
White
remember.
something. White rose, white tulip, white.
Flower.
It was
something.
really funny.
But yeah,
What kind of music do you guys enjoy listening to?
I listen to all
Everything.
kinds.
Honestly, we have like a Spotify that we just play everything and anything.
Yeah.
There's almost nothing we don't listen to.
Yeah. Like screamo, maybe not. I don't like getting screamed at, so I tend to not
There you go.
listen to that.
But she'll listen to Elvis, then she'll listen to rap, and then she'll listen to country, and
like-
she'll listen to anything.
Yeah, I really don't have, as long as it fits my vibe for like that time, I'll listen to it. And I can always keep adding new music to like my playlists and stuff because I'm constantly finding new songs and I'm like, yeah. Give it to me.
Sean saying, when are you guys going to post to the second channel again? They like the ass swing. We have a video planned for it. It requires us to do some things that nothing has worked out for it right now. Plus,
Except on a sea urchin, the one time he's trying to do it.
yeah,
so.
yeah, well, yeah, exactly. But it takes different things because that channel was supposed to be more like planned out, other than the interviews that we're going to do once we're in Iloilo. So those videos are not less often, but more planned out with many different aspects to them. And so that one, we just haven't been able to do it. And like I said, we now almost 2 months now, our bank accounts are locked out. So there's only so much we can do right now.
We're just chilling.
We have
We're
some
just
friends that
chilling.
have helped us just to stay alive for
We're
now.
just
So, and very, very
But
appreciative, by the way.
don't worry. Once we do get back, like once our bank accounts. are
Yeah, it's not
solid-
like we're broke. We just can't get it in our bank
Yeah,
account.
guys, we're not like struggling here. We're struggling until our bank accounts open, and then we're balling again.
Yeah, we haven't been able to spend out of them.
We've been saving tons of money because we've not had because we don't have access to it.
Yeah.
So you know, it just
Time to eat noodles, guys. Yeah, except for the kettle won't work. So
charcoal.
yeah, we got charcoal. We can go light that and boil some water.
Okay, but don't even play with us because look at what we do. Like this is part of our like storage, well not storage, our like prepping kit. Spicy ramen. Okay, like we love noodles.
Yeah.
Like not even.
We also have 150 kilos of rice, so you know.
We're not.
Hello from Ackland, Aya. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
How's Auckland right now? How's the weather? How's
Yeah.
the roads? What's up with you guys?
You got any flooding out there? What part of Ackland, by the way? We're in Ackland. So,
We're technically Acklandians
Yeah.
as well.
we're all in the same province.
Very-
Bianca rocking the Blue Jay shirt. Yeah. Learn how to cook Aros Holdoa? Lagua? Oh my goodness.
Champurrado. Okay, champurrado. I personally don't like it. It's like a rice pudding with a little bit of chocolate, condensed milk. You know, it's good on a cold day or if you're like sick. But I personally don't like how the texture of it. Rice pudding is not really my thing. But if he wants some, I would cook some for him. The rest I don't know.
Yep. Hello from New York, Wall Street, New York City. Have you checked whether your place you're moving to Iloilo is flood free or not? Yes, we talked about this earlier. They did have a whole flood thing back in 2008. The government spent a ton of money on making like a whole flood plan with all kinds of flood ponds and lanes and everything for water to go through. Since then, they have not flooded, and so
Yeah.
they've done well. We are also north of the city, so we're really far away from the water, so we don't have to worry about river swells. None of that is going to affect us because we're too far away.
Yeah.
But, normal flooding can happen. But we are on an elevated slope. And our house is also elevated. So
Yeah.
between all of these things, we did do some of the
We're more
research.
confident. We're more confident.
Yeah, we're confident because we did look into it because Iloilo does,
It has
the
flood
thing is
signs.
it happened the one time and now they have the reputation forever, right? People are going to say, oh, you can't go live there. They get flooded all the time. They get flooded. They got a major flood. It was a serious flood. But they did spend the money, which is a good thing.
I don't
Yeah,
know
do we
what-
follow sports teams? Not so much here in the Philippines. We are doing videos every single day, all the time.
Yeah, if
Look
not
at Red
most of the
Sox
time.
Nation, everybody jumping in, yep. So yeah, like we're certainly not watching hockey anymore or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's not like it's easy to find here anyway.
Like I'm sure if maybe in Iloilo, I feel like it's more where like there's expats who are interested in sports. Like Angeles, they have lots of sports bars because there's a lot of expats there. I'm sure Subic is similar, and so I'm hoping that maybe like Iloilo will have some like.
So Mad Mob says you are really bad. You know why?
Why?
He says that he goes on the internet and it's only round trip from the Philippines is only $800 to Canada, to Toronto.
That's BS. I literally wait.
Over-
Is that
Over
is that-
$3,500. So no.
No, it's definitely round trip. I literally looked because I was stressed out.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, we might have to go to Canada. And I'm like, no, we're not. And then I'm looking at the prices. Literally, I think the cheapest was 3,000 or like 2,800 and something before like checkout. So there's taxes.
Yeah.
But they're going to be like fuel.
Yeah.
Don't forget the fuel.
Yeah, there'll be something, yeah.
There's no way there's $800. There's literally no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what to say to that because I've looked too and I haven't seen anything close to that. I know if you book 6 months out or something, you can get 2,700, 2,500.
Yeah. Okay. If you're doing like that, but if
Yeah.
you're like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. $300-400 savings.
Yeah.
But that's 6 months out.
Yeah.
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 Christmas without snow is not Christmas. I feel bad for you guys.
It
Trust
is
me.
to me.
Do not feel bad for us. We left Canada because we absolutely hate winter. So
No.
we were just born in the wrong country. What can I say? No, we weren't born in the wrong country because we got to live.
Great life.
Yeah, it's a good life, obviously. Well, I grew up no electricity, no running water, living in the middle of nowhere, barely going to school.
Okay, for him, never mind.
Right. So I know people say, oh, you know, you had it so good, but they don't understand. Not everybody did.
Yeah, Saskatchewan North Saskatchewan, very North Saskatchewan. Doesn't seem like a fun place to me, personally.
Yeah, somebody's saying New York, Manila round trip is around 2K, and that would be US dollars, which is $2,800 for us round trip, and that would only get you New York, which America is a bigger destination, and Toronto alone, the cost of landing there is very, very expensive. One of the most expensive in the world, tax-wise. They just have huge taxes to land
Oh
there.
yeah, and I was meaning like 3,000 like Canadian guys.
Yeah, that's Canadian dollars.
Was the cheapest.
Just so you know.
Canadian, not US, not US.
Yeah, right now Canadian dollar's doing terrible. Just like Australian, the pound, all these. Only America's dollar is really strong right now. But we don't got no US. What can I say? We got only Canadian. So yeah, 2,100 New York to Manila, exactly. So that would be 3,000 basically, right on the money, and that only gets you to New York, which is still getting to Canada. Hope you guys are doing good there. Really appreciate the content. I'm moving to Cebu in December.
Ooh.
Stay safe, definitely. Thank you
High
very
five.
much, Carefree. Hello from Vancouver, the Great White North. Hello, hello. And by the way, it does seem to be subsiding here.
Yeah, it's kind of.
We're just waiting for electricity to come back on. Oh my gosh, it's starting to look good. As long as it's not like a calm before another storm or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. $950 from Sydney to Manila round trip. That seems expensive. Sydney's not that far away. Wow.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, that's probably Australian dollars, but still.
Yeah, Australian dollars were, it used to be a
Good.
little less than. Alright.
We're gonna let the cats out because it's really kind of calmed down. There's still a couple gusts now, but and sprinkling of rain, but it's pretty decent to be very truthful.
Yeah, it's
Our
not.
power went out for about only 20 minutes this morning. Must be nice, Robert. Must be nice. We're waiting for our power.
The cats are like, can we?
We did have a few power outages throughout the night, but they weren't that long. I think we had, oh, the one was long, right? Last night?
We
Yeah, we had one long one.
One decently long one, and
Yeah.
then it came back, and then a couple mini ones.
Yeah, so we're going on like an hour and 45, an hour and 50 minutes right now. We've been out of electricity. And of course, it happened just before we went live. 10 minutes before we went live, power went out.
We should have done it like at 8 o'clock in the morning, because
Yeah.
then we would have been okay for at least like 45 minutes or an hour, you know?
It's 2 degrees in Celsius in Hamilton, Ontario right now.
Disgusting.
You did it right. Yes, we did.
That is like, no wonder.
Just
right?
imagine that every day you can go outside, year round, outside without a coat on. Be warm. The coldest time we've ever felt it. It's like, it feels freezing here when it's 20 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, you're like, I kind of want to wear a sweater.
Yeah.
No, that's about it.
And not just that, you go, when we used to go swimming and we go to the Great Lakes or something like that, or even if you go in the ocean by Canada, it is absolutely freezing cold water. Here, you walk out, it's like a warm bath, you know? We just
it's
walk right
nice.
into the
You're
water.
not being like given a new soul when you walk into the water, okay? It's not like icebergs are floating in your water. It's actually like you can go in and be like, okay, I can actually manage this. I can do this.
Yep. Hello, Edward, by the way. And yeah, that's a good question. What do you think about some bloggers that say they can live there for $500 a month? Do you think it's possible? 100% it is possible. It's all how you want to live, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to live in the province in a non-air conditioned, you know, you can
Yeah,
rent.
you might have a fan.
You can, yeah, of course, a fan. You can rent a little place for $80 a month. And then you can pay whatever, like $120. If you just buy local vegetables and even meats and stuff like that, you can $120 a month you can put into that, and that's still living well, by the way. And now we're only at $200 basically. So yeah, $500 is totally possible.
Yeah.
Cell phones are cheap, everything else. It depends how you want to live.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it definitely depends on like your lifestyle and whether or not you like. There's certain comforts from the West, or like the Western world, that you need or want, as opposed to like things that you could just be Filipino about, you know? Because Filipinos don't, like, what is the average wage for a Filipino?
depending where you live. When we were in Mobile, they said it was 300 pesos per day. But
What's
here
like
it's 400 to 500,
Yeah.
and Manila goes a little higher. So yeah, at the end of the day, you're looking anywhere from $6 to $12 per day.
Yeah. And so you times that by 30, which I can't do math, so I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
that to him.
Yeah, so $200 to $300.
Yeah. So if they can do it, you know,
You could do 500.
you can do it as well.
100% you could. So yeah, here in Calibo, it is flooded. Yeah, we saw the videos. It's pretty bad over there.
I hope you guys get like a little bit of a lull so we can kind of.
Yeah. Christine's saying, are you guys using mobile data right now? This is really smooth. It's as if you're using fiber. We are just using mobile data.
Yeah.
And not only that, our phones are a little bit old, so we don't have 5G.
Yeah, it's not even 5G data.
Right. There is 5G on the island, by the way. Boracay is a 5G
We
location.
have 5G, right? We
But
can't
our
even-
phones aren't 5G,
Yeah.
so they don't pick up the 5G stream. So we don't connect to that. So just imagine how clear it would be if it was. But it's also, we're not moving, the phone's stationary, and it's in the window, and it's doing really well. You know, because we do have some problems with phone data, just like anywhere else, I guess. But if you move around, you can lose signal. Yeah, $500 is pretty luxurious in the provinces, exactly.
Yeah.
It can be quite a bit. My wife, a gamer, I don't think she is in a rush to use Philippines internet. My wife is in the US for 8 years. Yeah, there are great areas, and then there are areas that are not. When we were in Cebu IT Park, we were shocked that there was no fiber run to that area, and we couldn't get, I'm trying to remember.
Our Netflix
It could, yeah, even Netflix, which scales based on your internet and will give you really low quality if you don't have good internet, it wouldn't even load them.
Yeah.
To give you an idea, Cebu IT Park, and he gave us both routers of the two competing companies.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm sorry, but because of the pandemic, and they also had
And this is what
horrible
these are
hurricane.
the condos, right? The condos.
Yeah, these are the big IT park towers, like
Yeah.
all the way around the park. So you would think in an IT park they would have fiber run to them, and they don't. So these two competing ones did not matter. We had to use our phone data, which was the same, by the way. And so I had to go outside, upload it, that kind of thing. I had to wave it around. We were constantly waving it around just to try to get enough data to upload our videos so that you guys could watch them. So it depends. But other parts like BGC, Manila, stuff like that, more established places, they have super fast internet. Spending over 10,000 a month, my goodness, maybe PI bound. Yeah, no kidding. You okay?
Yeah, I just don't like standing. So.
She doesn't like to stand, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry
it's been
about
an
that.
hour of standing.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. I'm okay.
Prices.
I was walking, so.
Price is expensive because he's going to Canada. Yeah, Canada is very, very, very expensive. Just to fly, I remember having to pay $600 to $800 to fly from Toronto to Montreal, which is a 30-minute flight.
The domestic in Canada is not the same as the Philippines. We're so blessed with domestic flights here because you get like it's like quite cheap. Comparative. I don't know. There might be other countries that have like really cheap domestic flights as well.
Oh, America's cheap, but Canada is one of the most expensive in the world.
You cannot, like, you will drive 12 hours just because it's so expensive.
It's cheaper to drive.
Yeah, it's cheaper, and it's more worth, like, you will, like, suffer the 12 hours as opposed to taking the domestic flight because you're going out hundreds and it's not even going to be, like, worth it.
Like I said, $600 to $800 to fly to Montreal or drive 5 hours.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna drive 5 hours.
Yeah.
The gas will be
So-
$65, you know, so it's like, wow, it's like being paid $700 to drive for 5 hours. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how crazy it is, really.
Yeah, but then also cell phones, you only get 3 gigabytes of data as a standard, and you can't buy more than 10 gigabytes, and it starts at over $100 for the 3 gigabyte one.
And then they take half your income if you're in that
Yeah.
for work.
Is there flooding in our area right now? No. We're doing good right now. I'm sure the roads down in D Mall probably are all flooded.
Yeah.
But honestly, the storm seems to have finally passed us. We don't get as many wind gusts. It's pretty quiet. We're not getting a lot of rain.
It's calmer now.
Yeah.
It's definitely calmer.
Better stay that way. Excuse me for a second.
All right, it is my stream now. It's so high up. Hey guys, hello. Riding the storm out. We're hopefully the electricity comes soon, because now that it's calm, that's usually when, like, okay, so when it starts calming down, that's usually when they start fixing it, if there like is something that needs to be fixed, or turn it back on. So that's good. TPL challenge, Bianca and Mike, use this super chat to eat, buy Baloo, and post content. Strike that like everyone. Thank you, RC. I've eaten. I'm so right. Okay, wait. I've eaten Baloo before. I didn't. Okay, personally, it's not the worst thing I've eaten. Okay, it's a little. Okay, I think it's the mindset for the most part that really is like the killer. Okay, like it's the killer. But then also I didn't eat it properly, as in you're not supposed to eat the hard white part, which I did because nobody said anything beforehand. So even my mom bullied me for it. But Michael has yet to try it, so maybe one day we can.
Hey,
he did have. Oh, thank you, Baloo John. We had somebody else. RC was like.
Oh, okay.
TPL challenge. That's why I was talking about Baloo.
Yeah.
Buy and eat Baloo and post a content.
Yeah.
I like it.
Wow, we just earned your money because you already have the video.
But he hasn't tried it yet. So that's look. I look like a ghost from here.
You look like a child from there.
I'm not even dead.
Thank you, RC. I don't
Thank
mind.
you.
I try everything, by the way. I did the sucking of the brains out
Yeah,
of
he
a
had
chicken
chicken
head.
head. He
You
had
suck the
chicken
brains
head.
out and everything. It's all white.
I did not have that, and I don't
Yeah.
want to experience
So
that.
totally,
ever, so.
no problem.
I would eat Balut again. Honestly, I would probably do it.
There you go.
Mentally, though, I would have to not look at it still. And not like, okay, when we were doing the video, he was like, can you explain? Like, can you like talk about it? And I'm like, I'm fighting for my life right now, okay? If I talk about it, I won't be able to finish eating it. But otherwise, it was good. It was.
Wow, I did not know that. So Christian is saying Canada and Norway is the same in terms of price. 1 liter of gas is $3 for a liter. That's more than the Philippines.
Wow.
Because here it's about $1.40. No, that's American. So, well,
$2?
actually $1.35 American. So yeah, it's about $1.60 here for a liter of gasoline in Canadian dollars. So yeah, crazy, right? Norway and Canada produce their own ton, like they have huge amounts of gas reserves of oil, right? Yet they are taxed that high. But that's where free healthcare, free this, free that, and
Many other things.
massive income tax and everything else comes from is to pay for all the free stuff. I don't know. Have you tried Betamax Adidas? Shoot.
I have no idea. Okay, I don't know what Betamax Adidas is. I know what Adidas is, but not what Betamax.
Yeah, so is Betamax a type of shoe? I don't know.
Vanilla, huh?
Before trying balut, try Pinoy first. It's balut without the duck.
Oh, I would eat that. But
Yeah.
that just sounds like a boiled egg then.
Yeah, that just sounds like, or chicken soup. She already had the balut. so.
I've already had balut, guys. Like, you gotta watch the video because I'm a champion. Like, I ate
Shit.
the whole thing.
No vinegar, no nothing. They gave her nothing
No, okay, guys, nobody offered me vinegar or salt.
until after.
Until after. They're like, oh yeah, you could here's vinegar and salt. And I'm like, here's the empty shell. What do you mean I could have had vinegar and salt? I had it was basically like excluding the hard white part that were just gonna skim over. It's basically just a boiled egg, right? With a little bit of soup, like there's liquid, right? So that tastes like soup, like a little bouillon soup thing, whatever. And then you have like the boiled egg, which is just a plain boiled egg. Like you usually put salt or something onto the egg so it has a little extra. I got nothing of that. And then I also got a hard white duck embryo, whatever. I don't even know. It was like 16 weeks old or something, whatever the average is.
17 if that was.
I think, yeah, 15, 17, whatever.
Whatever.
You know,
In the video we talk about it.
Still, I did that without any salt or vinegar, and nobody warned me about the hard white part that I'm not supposed to eat. I thought I was just slurp it up and eat the whole thing. No, you don't do that apparently, guys. If you're ever gonna have balut for the first time, ignore the hard white part. But I wasn't looking at the egg at all, so I wouldn't have been able to like point out where it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't look at it. I was like, I can eat it, but I cannot look at what I'm eating.
Are we planning to buy a motorcycle in Iloilo? Maybe. We're not too sure right away. In the beginning, we got to deal with a lot of stuff when you first move in. We've been offered a car that's already there, but hasn't been driven in a long time, so to be a little bit concerned. But we're going to figure something out for sure. We just haven't made any decisions yet.
No 100 cc's.
Yeah, no 100cc motorbikes
Both of
anymore.
us with a backpack on. That.
Hey, do you guys drink alcohol? Yeah, we certainly do.
We do.
Would you drink in this? I would drink in the storm. I don't think we got any.
Yeah, if I had like a beer with me, I would.
It's also morning, by the way.
Yeah, guys.
Not a good sign when you're like, hey, I'm doing my live at 9 a.m. with my beer.
It's my second beer, actually. Just kidding.
Uh,
but if it was like later in the afternoon or like evenings.
Yeah, we can't boil water, so we can't have coffee either.
Yeah, I'm going right now coffeeless. Okay, guys, it's a travesty, But like at nighttime, especially if there's lightning and like stormy night times, probably the best time to drink beers.
There you go.
Because it's very unless you're getting soaked, then it's
So,
good.
you got your flip-flops, you say.
I got my flip flops. I get to stay
You're gonna find
another day. Wait. Coffee Lake. Wait. I wish. Have you tried Sinigang? Oh yeah, we did. When we went to. Okay, guys. I'm not actually this pale. Like it's the light. Anyways, when we went to, we've had it once before, I think, or at least I've tried it once before. But when we went to Kuya J's, he ordered Sinigang and he liked it. He was like, wow, it's like a different flavor, you know? Because it's a little sour, right? Nobody really expects it, but it's good.
I forgot about this thing.
You need a small hiking gas stove for times like this. Yeah,
All right.
that would be good.
Are you ready? We're going to take you guys for a tour. You want to see what the weather is like outside? We'll just take you outside.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go. Does this allow you to flip the camera or no?
You're on YouTube, so I don't have to know.
All
Wait,
right.
are you on Streamlabs or no?
No.
Then I don't. Oh, there's water. Oh, I can go.
All right. So as you can see, all the flooding is gone.
Yeah, we're doing
We've
good.
got some wind, but otherwise it's not big wind. It's just normal, whatever. But yeah, see, all this was all mud. It was all full of water. Trying to move as slow as possible here. Oh, it's our cat. Hi, Bora.
Looks good.
Just hiding up there. Yeah, so, you know, the trees have been, well, that one's got no head anymore. It's toast.
Yeah, there's no rain right now. Surface is high, Bora.
Exactly. So yeah, not bad. I bet that's the only one here in front of our house. But we got it pretty good, guys. We didn't get any real severeness after at the end of the day. Everything is still okay. Sorry, I can't read your comments yet, but Bianca has her phone, so she can read those. Let me know if people are like too blurry. No, it's not too bad at all. Yeah, we got some flooding down there, but nothing serious. I just want to see the road. Let's go see the road. Why not? Was it a cat?
No, it's no, we're bringing
Yeah. Well, it's saying it confusing. The cats are coming with us. Unless one of them was going to be adopted. That's the part she's talking about. So as you can see, our road is not flooded.
Not bad at all. It kind of looks like an old.
No, not bad at all. Let's go see the water. Need you in front again, sorry.
You can see beyond. This is all that matters.
That's right, that's right. Also, if you have something to stare at, like somebody in front of you, you can't tell the walking so much because this is not a stabilizer. Bananas. Oh.
Yeah, it's still a little bit windy, but otherwise, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not bad at all.
No, it's not bad at all. Storm has passed, I think. For us, anyway. Not for the people in the north. Oh, there's a gust. Hey, look at this. The butcher's already working. In the pig head. Wow, look at that guy. Just hanging out.
Yeah, be careful. I don't want to get in trouble for
Oh, it's a butcher shop, though. It's to be expected at a butcher shop, I hope.
burning. I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah, some of the branches are down there, but nothing serious.
I thought today it was going to be turned into a hurricane or a typhoon, but apparently it's still a tropical storm.
Cyclone, I think.
No, a cyclone is in South America.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just a tropical
It's just the
storm.
news report I saw. It's cyclone. But okay.
I learned about it. So hurricanes are like a certain like above like South America, they're called hurricanes. Below, they're called cyclones, and then in Asia, they're called typhoons.
And I guess the
port
port's open so that you can take boats to Boracay right now, because that's the bus. And we haven't done an episode on it yet, but now there is a bus on Boracay. We were going to show it off. It all works on cell phones
And cars.
and it's cheap. Hello. All right, so we're going to go down to the water and see how big the waves are.
Oh, okay. So Robert says it better. Cyclone is in the Indian Ocean. Hurricanes are in the Atlantic, and in the Pacific, they're called typhoons. They're what?
Wet chicken? What chicken?
Look how fast that bus goes.
Yeah, well, he only had like 3 people on it. I don't think a lot of people are traveling just yet. They were waiting for it all to kind of go away, right? So yeah, pretty obvious, guys. The storm seems to have moved on.
Are you guys going to the mall? No, we're just gonna check the beach, like the Tembisan beach, which is the one closest to us. To kind of just see what the vibe is of the water, I guess. But yeah, because everything's closed and kind of like.
Yeah, nobody's outside really. Just a few people. Usually this is crowded with people. Oh, they're already cleaning up the beach right now, though. Oh, there you go. Yeah, people are arriving. I see suitcases.
What a day to come in.
Yeah. Does it feel like a vacation when you come in on a day like
the
today?
signs are just all falling.
So here's the port. People are slowly coming in. There's not a lot of trikes or anything, but
Good evening from Texas. It's 9:57. Good evening. A news article: 47 have passed and dozens missing. Yeah, and unfortunately, like it's more like down in the south, I believe.
I thought it was 72 now.
Yeah, it's gone like a lot. I think it's at 72. But yeah, we're lucky like where we are that it's not as bad. Like it is rainy, it is windy, but for the most part,
Yeah.
it's not as like devastating here.
So the White Beach is on the other side of the island from us. And they moved the port over here when everything is crazy over there, because this side of the island will be more calm. And you can see it is a lot more calm. Ready?
Apparently there's another type.
Oh, lovely. So you can see the boats are all just sitting here. The waves aren't really all that bad. If you look, I don't know if you can see, but if you look further out at that island there, you can see the waves are much higher. A bit further out.
That's Crocodile Island because it has the head of a crocodile. The one straight ahead.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
I was like, wait, are there crocodiles on that island? They're like, no. I was like, okay, that's cool then. That's cool.
Well, yeah, they're cleaning up the beach right now, hauling away all the garbage. People look like they're ready to go swimming already.
They're literally like about to go. I feel like.
Yeah. It's like, okay, storm's passed, time to go.
Not bad.
Yeah.
There's a rescue ambulance here.
And the clouds are moving pretty fast. Yeah, it's so normal here because they keep the lights on even if they're no rescuing. It's just like a thing here.
Don't mind me, okay? This is my morning. You are in the eye. I haven't checked the app in a bit, so I don't know. I think the eye kind of moved away from us. And we're just in a bit of like a clearing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it had moved north.
How's the wind? The wind is pretty strong, but not like terrifying.
Hello, guys. Yeah. This wasn't too bad though, was it?
It's raining cotton, go careful of your head.
Oh yeah. I hit it a lot, trust me.
You're from?
Well, we're from Canada, but we live here in Tambisaan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Canadian people.
Hello, there you go.
What's the name of your blog? That Philippines Life. That's Philippines Life.
All right.
Thank you.
Fantastic. All right.
Have a good one.
We're live right now, by the way. All right. Well, there you go. Everybody just said hello. The weather is, well, here comes the rain and here comes the wind, so I don't know. It's hard to tell, you know. One minute it's just so calm and quiet, and then the next minute you're getting pelted with rain.
Wind blast.
Yeah, exactly. Wind blasted and a little bit of rain smacking
I
you.
won't lie. It isn't as
This
bad.
is easy.
This isn't really as bad. It's almost
This
like
is just like when it
if
rains.
Yeah, it's almost like if we didn't know that it was like there was like a kind of tropical storm coming, then we would be like, oh, it's
Not
just
6 hours ago.
not 6 hours ago, no. But right
6
now,
hours ago was bad.
but right now it's like definitely better.
Yeah. Yeah, right now it's
Alright,
like,
try to
put
block
the
my
electricity back on, please.
Oh no!
Oh, let's go look over here. There's a chicken down here. And he's just enjoying the basketball court.
We're in Boracay. We are experiencing rain and wind. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are. There's someone in Boracay. Oh, there's chicken right there.
Yeah, chickens having baths, some chickens over there. If you haven't seen a bathing chicken, now you have. Hello, hello.
People are so nice. They really are. Honestly, we never have like a bad experience.
No, everybody's very nice to us.
The people in Ilo are so friendly. We're in Boracay. We're in Boracay still. But you're not wrong. Whenever we are in Ilo, we just have the best time.
Okay, that's a lot of wind now, but it's just a gust, so it'll go away.
Pelted the whole cheek.
Yeah. When we were away, I think last time for a few days, they had a fire here.
Oh, wow. You can see some of the marks.
Yeah, so they had some damage, but I asked somebody, they said, no, nobody was hurt. That's all I know. But I can't promise or guarantee that was real or they knew everything. I don't know.
Is it cold or warm rain? It's kind of cold.
It's like
But
21.
it's not like Canadian cold. It's like normal. It's like normal rain. Not like it's like not cold. It's not cold.
It's 21 degrees.
Yeah.
Approximately.
They're asking if the rain though, like
Oh,
it's coming down, if
no.
it's cold or not.
Not really.
No. But we're also not getting a lot of it, so it could be the mix of.
It could be just the wind blowing it off the leaves.
Yeah, it might actually. The rain might be really warm, but it's just the wind that's making us cold. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, this might not even be rain. It just might be the wind blowing it all off the leaves because there's so many. Sorry?
These are electric.
Oh, yeah, our electricity. They're just sitting in there right now. They're waiting for the call to turn it back
Too
on.
windy to go. Like if they have to go up, like if
I don't know if they have to fix anything.
Oh,
I think they have to wait till the all clear and then they can turn it back on.
that's fair.
But never mind, maybe not, because look, that tree snapped and there'll be others.
Where?
And when you have all these power lines
Oh,
exposed.
that tree. That. Okay.
Yeah, the one hanging on the power line right now.
I was like, what tree? Or what? Good morning. What month? I believe hurricane season is like September to like December, give or take. I think that's around the time. And then most of the rest of the time, there's not really any typhoons. But I could be missing.
Yeah,
Mostly in October, November. And
yeah,
December.
exactly.
Okay.
May is like rainy season starts, so you get more rain, and then June, and then it just gets exponentially worse. And next thing you know,
You get typhoons.
you get the typhoons. Yeah. It's kind of like the same as Florida, honestly.
So amazing. People like to see hello. See bird bloggers. They make me laugh. Well, I hope so. I hope we like to bring like positivity. Even though it's raining, it's a little dreary, and obviously there's a lot of other places struggling right now. But we kind of want to be able to still like interact with people, and I don't know, like keep the vibes
Yeah.
positive.
Well, we've been very fortunate. Very, very fortunate.
The Burr months. It's coming from. It's coming. Hello, Papa. So cute. Why are they so cute? For what? I have sand all over my leg. I just got free exfoliation. There's another cat. All the cats are out. Party. Yeah, and you texted me as a girl one. Where are you guys located? We're in Boracay right now, in the Tembusan area.
The back port.
Yeah, yeah.
The back port of Boracay.
Oh, the back end. Sorry. So are there warnings? Local news, radio? What? Okay, well, we don't have cable. Like, we have cable, but we don't have a TV.
But
so
our
we
phone's
wouldn't
giving
get
us
it.
warnings.
But our phone, yeah. But our phone is giving us, like, warnings and updates. So if we're getting, like, a red alert for rainfall, we'll get it. I've gotten many already. But, otherwise, I feel like I'm sure many people, like, on radio and stuff are getting messages out and like, warnings constantly. But let me just go wash my feet. You here. Do your thing for 2 minutes.
All right, we're back in the house now. Oh, sorry. Crooked.
It's gone
A lot of people here get their news from Facebook. Facebook is the biggest thing, as you can even think of, like that big, so huge. Where we came from Canada, and Facebook was a dying social media. And but in this country, Facebook is everything because Facebook offers free data for if you're using Facebook. So it's not going to come out of any data plan or anything like that. And so a lot of people get their news from Facebook. So all the government agencies, the news agencies, everybody. If you aren't on Facebook, you don't exist here. So it's very, very important. And that's where most people are going to get their news is on Facebook here. Like, if we were broadcasting like this and doing stuff constantly on like vlogging and stuff like that on Facebook and having 77,000 subscribers, that would be nothing. Absolutely nothing. People hear 1 million subscribers on Facebook, but the thing is they're not making enough money at all. Like Facebook just doesn't pay the same amount of money. You want to turn that power unit off?
Yeah.
Our battery backup unit is freaking out on us right now because it's been running for, well, 2 hours, over 2 hours. And it was just keeping the Wi-Fi going, but since the head office has no power where the internet is being provided from, it didn't matter that it was on our battery backup. It only works for as long as their generator runs, and I don't know what's going on over there. So, yeah, it is what it is, what it is.
It was a nice walk though.
Yeah, a nice
It's
little
still-
walk.
The fresh air, even though it's like super windy and in your face, it's not. It's
The
not too
next typhoon is named Queenie. Well,
bad.
well,
Wait,
well.
is that this tropical storm
If it
being
turns-
named
if it-
into a
yeah.
typhoon, or
I think
is
it
a
just means
different
alphabetically that it will be the next.
one? Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm like a wet rat right
We
now.
are wet rats right now. No kidding. My dad left Iloilo 50 years for Canada, has never been back. I'll be visiting first time in March. Wow,
See,
wow,
that was
wow.
like my mom. My mom did 30 years though in Canada. and
33
she's still
now.
there. She's still there. But then I'm here in the Philippines, and she always laughs at that because she's like, I was from the Philippines. I went to Canada. I'm from Canada and went to the Philippines.
Oh, they said the next storm is due around Thursday of this coming week.
Great.
Huh. How do you guys celebrate Halloween under the wet? Yeah, there won't be a lot of
I'll
Halloween.
just eat chocolate. I'll buy chocolate from the Sorry and then eat it by myself. I'll pretend to go trick or treating for like 2 minutes and then just. I literally look. What's up?
You're blurry right
I'm
now.
14. I'm pregnant and I don't care.
Wow.
Do you guys remember? Sorry, that's from like Teen Mom. That's like from Teen Mom. Okay, I'm
I'm
not
trying to
pregnant.
click on you so it focuses, but
Don't worry,
the
don't
problem
worry
is
about
the
it.
chats keep getting in
Don't
the
worry,
way.
I'm not 14.
Move
I'm
over here.
also not pregnant.
Move over here.
So.
There we go. Boom. Now you're in. All right. Well, you keep
It
backing
was
up
just a
though.
meme. It was just a meme. It's
Are we gonna have a generator when we move? Yeah, most likely, something like that. Because you can't have them on Boracay unless you're a business. You can't have a generator. So,
so we only had a small little thing.
yeah, like we have battery backup units and stuff, which we're kind of using for the lights and stuff like that for us to do this broadcasting. But it is what it is, and charging our phone as we're doing this broadcast. But hopefully, it looks like things are only going to get better.
Yeah, I
Here
think
for a
we're
while,
gonna get
so-
the powers back soon, so that'll be okay.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
exactly. Exactly. And worst case scenario, all you have to do is make your way down to White Beach, where all
They
of the
have
resorts.
generators.
Yeah, so you could go down there right now and have a beer, hang out at the beach, and you would be acting like almost
Yeah, you probably
nothing.
wouldn't even realize
going
that the
on.
power's like still out because we did exactly that one day. And we were like, oh, okay, well, let's go.
You
So
could
let's
still
go.
pass as 14. That's funny.
Hey, yo, I'm 14, moved to the Philippines, got no job. Yeah. Just kidding, sorry. It's such a good meme. It's such a classic. It's a classic one. Anyways, it's like Dr. Phil, you know? That's where it comes from, not Teen Mom. But yeah. I have no comments to read, so I can't even.
Go get some foods in SM. We are a billion miles from the small
Yeah,
SM
is
store we
far,
have.
Okay, and it's the Save More, which sometimes just kind of has the same thing as the Sorry's.
For more money.
For more money, like the typical thing. They do have like a couple items that are like import, which are extremely expensive, and then just like even the fruits and like the meat and stuff, we can get the same thing at the butcher's for cheaper. And our butcher is cool as heck. Okay, he's cool, so we like him.
Exactly.
And we like supporting our like local people, you know?
Yep,
Because
100%.
just makes more sense.
Yeah, we aren't in Iloilo yet. We move December 1st. still in Boracay until then.
Yeah.
Things are getting much better here. People asking about that. No, but it seems to have now passed us. So the worst actually was at like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Oh, even through the night we had quite a bit. We had flooding going on in our backyard. Like I took pictures, tried to take pictures because we had no electricity at the time. And so yeah, but then it's just gotten progressively better now. And just a few wind gusts. There's nothing now.
We're ready though.
We're very, very lucky. So we are safe. Yep.
Yeah, we're good.
Your family's playing poker right now. That must be nice. That's nice, Harold. We got a whole poker set here, but we were unable to get enough people to play poker. She's showing it off right now. And yeah, so yeah, everything's fine here. We really very little. Like if you're just talking about some trees losing their tops.
Yeah, we just
some
did
plants.
a walk around as well. There's some flooding in some areas, but otherwise it'll
It's
go
nothing.
away soon.
No
because-
different than a heavy rain.
Yeah, it's similar to when we just have a normal rainy day.
Yeah, knock on wood, and we don't get any more, and we have new wood, so.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the app, so.
We did awesome through this. Like, we are very, very lucky, very blessed. Other people are not gonna have it so good, and many
No.
people have not already, so.
No. Yeah, you can just, if you just scroll down like Facebook or Twitter, you can see like so many places have had like intense flooding or like landslides, like a lot of livestock, a lot of people have been like killed or like injured or at least displaced, and so we're lucky to be like safe, you know. We're safe, we're sound, our neighbors are okay, and that's our main thing, you know.
Yeah, Norma, a lot of people will be looking to go to, especially in the different provinces, to go see other graves on November 1st, and a lot of those areas will be flooded. And I don't know, like that might not go very well, right?
Yeah, usually, like Pauline was even telling us that people will go like the day before or the day after, All Saints Day, I believe is November 1st.
Mhm.
So they'll go before or after because it's so busy on the actual day that they can't even they just decide to go do it the day after. So I wonder with how rainy it's been, I'm sure some people will fight through it, but I don't know how bad the cemeteries get in terms of flooding and drainage.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Well, and that answered somebody's question, what is all November 1st? All Saints Day, you go
Yeah.
and visit loved ones
Like
who
that.
passed away.
Yeah, and you kind of have a picnic.
And yes.
It's kind of
We got plenty of flashlights.
it's kind of a time where your family kind of gets together and celebrates the family. You know, you pay respect to your loved ones who have passed. You get to talk with maybe relatives you haven't seen in a year or in a couple months, and so you all gather at the family site, wherever your cemetery is, and have a picnic, relax, enjoy, celebrate.
Yeah, exactly. A little different than our Halloween in Canada, right?
Yeah, we
We're-
focus on the 31st of Halloween, not so much All Saints Day. At least.
Oh, most of the stores are closed on November 1st. Interesting.
Oh, I
Well,
see.
and they just made a national holiday out of non-working holiday on October 31st as well. The president just did that. It was supposed to be in our last week's live, and so I had it in for this one. I just now remember now when we're all mentioning this, and I was going to put the proclamation on the screen, but we have no internet, no computer, so we're using our phone right now. So we can't do that, but yes, it has been by executive order made a holiday. So
Now, is it because of Halloween or because other people celebrate All Saints Day
Yes.
on
nothing to do with it.
nothing? Okay, I feel it's 31st.
Yeah, everything here is all based on religion based. So yeah, no. So that's it. That's the plan. We are now coming up to our 2 hours. We have been standing through the whole thing, so it's not the same as when you're sitting down and go a few hours. You know,
We've not had coffee. We've had no
we
coffee.
can't. We're gonna have to get the charcoal going and boil some water in a pot if we want coffee.
Or
So
just start
I don't think so. So anyway, so we're gonna go try to figure that out. Try to get ourselves some coffee. But I want to thank you all for joining us. Thank you to those who are super chatting.
Thank you everybody.
And I want to thank you for the ones that have joined as our members. If you don't know, you can join our members. I believe it's very little, like $3 a month, something like that. Depends on what country conversion you have. And you get some special videos, plus it shows you differently in chat and stuff like that, and while you're helping the channel out. So if you are interested, it's just the join button that's on our channel. If you're on an iPhone product or Apple product, you won't see it, so you just go to any browser and put our channel name, youtube.com slash
you go to
that
our
Philippine
channel on browser.
youtube.com slash that Philippines life slash join. It will automatically send you there. And that's it. And you can join as our members, and after that you can use your app and your phone. It will work fine. But you just need a browser for that one.
Glitch.
Yeah, it's a weird thing that they can't get around the Apple Store with. So that's it. That's it for today. I want to thank you all for joining, and I
Thank
hope.
you. I know our live is a little makeshift, so we appreciate you.
And we hope that all of you in the Philippines are safe. You are going to do wonderful through this whole thing, and
Stay safe.
be as
stay
blessed
dry.
as we are right now, because things are getting much better on our side. I hope that's
Stays
something
that way.
that happens for you. Like you go through the same thing we did, where it didn't get too bad here on the island. And stay safe, everybody.
Yeah, I hope you all. I hope
Gotta
you
do
all
your
have
best.
a good day. And everything.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're trying to delay our goodbyes here because there's usually like a little buffer. I don't know how long it is on a phone, maybe 20 seconds, so that people don't think we cut off without saying goodbye.
Yes, I don't know.
We're saying goodbye right now several times,
Thank
just
you
to be
all.
safe.
Yeah, be safe. I hope you guys all have a great Halloween, a great All Saints Day as well, whatever you celebrate, wherever you are. So yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. I don't know how to do
He's
this.
got to say or something. We've never done a YouTube live on
On this phone.
So he's just like, wait. That one. Bye guys.